Hey guys, welcome back to another ADU series episode, this time in Huntington Beach. And as you guys can tell, I've kind of leveled up my ADU series by adding a presentation that I created because I just thought it would look a lot better, a lot clearer, and less boring than your typical spreadsheet or, PDF or Word document. So let's get straight to it. As you guys know, what I do every week is, or not every week, twice a month, every other week, I'm analyzing properties from an ADU lens perspective. And I'm going over property details, a quick ADU feasibility, looking at estimated cost and timeline as well. See if I can. Yep, there we go. That's a lot better for you guys to read. So the estimated cost breakdown is very important, and also the timeline. I just finished an ADU consultation with someone right now, and their timeline was very unrealistic to what people should really take into consideration. So we'll go over that. I'm also going to go over an ROI breakdown, and I have a cool spreadsheet that I did create for you guys that you can have for free. And if you have more questions, you can reach out. I'm also going to go over rental projections, and then at the end, kind of give you my take on whether I think this property is a good ADU potential deal or not. All right, so property overview here. We've got a single family home, a $1.2 million price, and this one just came on the market, 16622 Lucia Lane in Huntington Beach. It's a 1,400 square feet, over 8,000 square foot lot. It's in Huntington Beach, which is a very desirable neighborhood, very close to the beach, and in this specific pocket, a lot of parking, so that's a good thing. So what would the ADU play be here? Okay, so I played out two different options. Option number one would be to build a new ADU in the backyard to maximize privacy and rental appeal as well, possibly even creating some space for the tenant, like some shared yard space or private space. And so part of that strategy was also doing a possible garage conversion, which would be probably the most cost-effective one, convert the existing garage into a living space. It's probably one of the best hacks and best ways that people are able to implement that when you're sort of on a budget. Estimated cost, I'd say about $300 price per square foot is what you're seeing in Southern California right now. It's probably going to go up. You always want to stay up to date with that and not really go based off of price per square foot, but I just put that on here because that's how most people can understand it. But understand that there's a lot of variables that come into play. So it could be more than that, or it can be less than that. It really just depends. But realistically speaking, about $300 price per square foot, somewhere between $250 to $350 is your average. So I just went with 300. A detached ADU for 800 to 1,000 square foot unit would approximately be about 240 to 300,000. Garage conversion for 500 square feet is going to be around 150. Again, more or less, maybe 120. It just depends. Now, the estimated time frame for Huntington Beach, you're looking at about 9 to 12 months, if not longer. But again, so it definitely has a lot of potential. And there's different scenarios, different ways to look at it, depending on why you're even building it in the first place. If I was doing it as an investor for rental properties, I would definitely try to maximize highest and best. So that 800 model is one that I would shoot for, or maybe slightly under 750 square feet, because you can save a lot of costs avoiding these impact fees and, other hidden costs that people don't talk about, like school fees. Okay, so the moneymaker here is the ADU rental projections and ROI analysis. So based on each scenario, if we go with the garage conversion, I played out long-term rents and also midterm rents. So looking at the long-term rent, about 2,500 roughly for a 6 to 800 square foot ADU, which is about $30,000 annually and about 20% ROI. For the midterm, I'm very conservatively saying 3,200, but it could be more than that. $38,000 a year in income. That's about 25% ROI. With the detached, again, these are conservative numbers. I think you could definitely push for more on long term and midterm, but I'm just kind of playing out worst case. And that's one thing I think you guys should look out for as well. So, this slide here, I think, is one that I came up with because in a lot of my ADU consultations, people care about how much does it cost? What is it, going to be worth after? What is it going to rent for? These are all the things that you want to ask yourself and then determine whether it's going to be a good investment or not. I'm not a consultant or an attorney, so make sure you check with your CPA. But in doing research, right, and understanding the investment play, there's a lot of depreciation and tax benefits when building an ADU. So you also want to take that into consideration. And I kind of played that out here. So doing the garage conversion at $150,000 cost, that depreciated over 27 and a half years is a $5,500 depreciation yearly. For the detached, $10,000, 900 a year. And then obviously there's like bonus depreciation. On a more high level, there's cost segregation. So you can accelerate the depreciation on selected components based on, certain factors to be able to boost those tax benefits. Overall, I would say, is this a solid ADU investment? Yes. I mean, I think it's in prime location. I didn't show you guys the map on this episode, but if you go to the map in Google, when you Google the address, you'll be able to see, and maybe I'll add that screenshot next time instead of this picture here so that you guys can get a visual for it. And see that it's a corner lot near the beach with plenty of parking, which is really good. And you just have different options on how you would do the layout. And I consider corner lots to always be a good option. And just after running the numbers, definitely think that there's just a lot of demand in that area. Solid ADU play for sure. So if next time you'd like for me to go over your property or potential property that you're thinking of buying, keep in mind that I do offer these services as well. So I can help you buy multifamily and we can underwrite this together. I can also help you with the ADU consulting if you already have multifamily property or properties in general that you want me to assess and kind of go over this in much more detail, which reminds me, I do have the ADU ROI analysis sheet down below in the description box that I'm giving you guys for free. You can use that and plug in all the numbers that I just went over for any specific property, and that should help you determine, a lot of factors and kind of take everything into consideration. And then lastly, property management, whether it's long-term management or midterm. I'm going to do another video next week about midterm rentals and showcase the importance of midterms and how I think that's really the new play now, midterms plus ADUs plus multifamily to really maximize highest and best use and double up in profits. So there you have it, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one.